Hello and welcome to TheMan Games. This is another episode of Fun with Figures. Today we're looking at some more of the WCW figures that I managed to purchase. So today we're going to be looking at 4 figures of WCW and then one special WCW figure to finish the show. So first off we have a Mike Awesome figure. This is a figure that I used to have as a child also. Back in the day I believe it came with a stretcher. Mike Awesome was doing a career killer gimmick, kind of a bit like Randy Orton's Legend Killer, but he was the career killer. Later on he had like a 70s gimmick and was in a gimmick where he digged fat chicks. Yeah, what was all that about? So yeah, good figure this. You can see the Awesome there on the back. I think someone's drawn on the face bit with pen, so unfortunately that is on it. But no, Mike Awesome did make a name for himself. He was the first person to invade WWE, I believe. When they did the invasion angle, I think he won the Hardcore Championship. Can't remember who off. He was also in the first match at Invasion. Him and Lance Arm fought Edge and Christian, I do believe. He also had a great match, One Night Stand. So yeah, Mike Awesome. He also chucked Canyon off the triple cage at Slamboree. That was also a good moment for Mike Awesome. So yeah, I think Mike Awesome might be someone that people do forget about a little bit. But back to the figure though, the arms move a bit randomly, as you can see there, which don't really make a lot of sense. But no, unfortunately you can't really move the head. But other than that, there's good movements and things. So yeah, Mike Awesome to start today's show off with. Next up we have, I believe I've said it in a previous episode that I had bought this figure. So here we go. It is a Kevin Nash in the Bruisers line, I do believe. It did come with an accessory, I do believe. I just can't think off the top of my head what it was. I think you can click the legs together, does it? Yeah. And it does stuff. There is a bit of paintwork missing off the middle of Nash there. But other than that, really, no, it's in good condition. There's a mark there, but it's not that bad. It's not my favourite Kevin Nash figure. It's not bad. Obviously, I probably said before, my favourite is the Smash and Slam Kevin Nash figure of the WCW range that they did bring out. So yeah, won't go into too much detail about the range of these figures, just because we've spoken about them plenty of times on the show before. Again, Nash's head doesn't move like the Mike Awesome's didn't, but the arms don't move a bit sillily like that figure did. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of when Nash wore something like this. It might have been around 98, I do believe this maybe was set around Uncensored 98, maybe, I want to say. So yeah, that would be my prediction. So yeah, second on the show, Kevin Nash. Next up we have Macho Man Randy Savage. So if I can get him to stand up. I do believe this was like the Smash and Slam Randy Savage, but this is the white and black version. That one was more the red and black. I think he did come in a double pack with Miss Elizabeth. So next up, I will put her on the screen now. We do have a Miss Elizabeth. I think these two did come together in a double pack, not sure. When I was a kid, the only place I ever saw Miss Elizabeth was on the box of the ring, the Smash and Slam ring. So yeah, that was the only time I'd seen a Miss Elizabeth figure. I'd never seen one in the shops to actually buy. So I'm assuming these two came in a double pack. But yeah, the Macho Man it's not a great match to him really. I don't think it looks too much like him personally. There is similarities, but it's not a massive match. The Bruiser one actually I do prefer more than this one, but I am glad to have purchased this because it was, the red and black one was the one I wanted when I was a child, but this is a close second. Looking at the Miss Elizabeth, I do think it did come with a dress, but when I purchased it on eBay, it didn't come with that. So yeah, I'm not really sure what. I mean, maybe there was more stocking, should we say, as well on this figure, but it's got missing. But both figures in good condition. I did buy them off the same person, I do believe, but separately. They've been well looked after. So I only just realised this the other day. These two, when they were together in WCW, they weren't actually still married. They had either split up or get divorced. I can't remember how, which way around it was. But Macho did, bring Liz to WCW to give her a job, which, that's quite, big of him to do that, even though they were no longer together. So yeah, that was Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. Good figures, really good figures. I am happy to have managed to buy them. So last up today is something that I've really been looking forward to showing on the channel. It is a WCW figure, but it is actually a WWF figure at the same time. So the WWF remade some of the WCW figures. So this is Eddie Guerrero. I think this was more based on the time he was feuding with Ric Flair. I think he was fighting Ric Flair when he was like this, feuding for the US title, I want to say. If they had one nitpick, they could have put a WCW picture of Eddie there. But that's maybe just nitpicking. But yeah, the box is slightly coming away, but I just put a silly bid on this thinking I would never win it, and I actually did win it, so I was really pleased with that. So this must have been probably around 96, I want to say, when he was like this. I'll just spin it around and show you the back. So the ones in this WCW line were Billy Kidman, Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, Rey Mysterio and Chris Benoit, when Benoit was one of the Four Horsemen. And then above that there was a best of ECW. There was Rey Mysterio, Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, Stevie Richards, Rhino and RVD. RVD was the one that I was trying to get at this time when these figures came out, but I don't think these actually came out in the stores in the UK, or I never saw them myself that I can remember of. These did get released after I had stopped collecting them myself, but I'm sure I would have bought them if I would have seen them. It comes with a beer cooling thing. Can't think what you call them now. So yeah, I'm not really sure why that. I can't remember Eddie ever coming to the ring with one of them, but maybe that's just me. I remember him coming to the ring with a coffee and throwing it over himself, saying that's what Eric Bishop had done to him. But no, I'm really, really happy to have bought this figure. I'll just move the camera back slightly so it's a bit better on the screen. Yeah. So yeah, this is one of it is a Jax figure, which obviously I've said before, these were more my favourite of the figures. You can see the armbands there on the figure, and the gone into detail with the trunks, obviously. So yeah, really, really good Eddie Guerrero figure. Glad to have purchased it. Very happy to now have this on my shelf in the spare room. So I'll just leave that there actually to close the show. So if you enjoyed this episode of looking at some WCW figures, please let me know in the comments. If this is your first time watching Fun with Figures, check out the other Fun with Figures episodes. There's loads on the channel now. Make sure you check them out also. We have loads of 2K20 content on the channel also. We have the podcast that goes up every Sunday. And we have a watch along that goes up every Saturday also. Fun with Figures, if you don't know, goes up every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So yeah, thank you for watching today's episode of Fun with Figures.